models at ai.meta.com/open.
I won't let my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis symptoms define me.
Emerge as you. In 2 clinical studies, Tremfya and Busocumab, taken by injection, provided 90% clear skin at 16 weeks in 7 out of 10 adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. In a study, nearly 7 out of 10 patients with 90% clear skin at 16 weeks were still clear at 5 years. At 1 year and thereafter, patients and healthcare providers knew that Tremfya was being used. This may have increased results. Results may vary.
Serious allergic reactions may occur. Tremfya may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms of infection, including fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough. Tell your doctor if you have vaccine or plague.
Emerge as you. Learn more about including important information at Tremfya.com or call 1-877-578-3527. See our ad in Clean Wine Magazine. For patients prescribed Tremfya, call support may be available.
Sometimes you have to break the tradition of listening better, or in this case, the smoother spirit. Martell Blue Smith is made of original wine, but because it's finished in bourbon barrels from America, they're not allowed to call it cognac. The shockingly smooth taste, which can be aromatic with a slightly intense bourbon casks, making it perfect for cocktails. Martell Blue Smith defies expectations. Enjoy your responsibly.
Turn things up a notch.
Ah, you bitch. You bitch.
Sir, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's not a single thing you can say that won't. What?
Mr. Lake.
There's stuff.
No, it ain't weird, sir.
It's just one mistake. All please see it.
Are you a seal?
I'm like a seal. Come on, I don't mind.
What are you doing here?
I'll answer your questions, and I promise to be honest with you, as long as you're honest with me.
Alright. So you're talking floating seal with exceptionally long body. Did you just let yourself in here? I should warn you.
Ah, goddamn. Why you so fucking fast?
President to you, and you may be subject
Never been
to
that fucking fast.
That won't be necessary. I've done all the research and documented myself already. Everything you need to know is in here.
What did you write this with? Crayon? Why'd you choose
Never been this fucking fast.
I didn't.
You wrote it.
Yes, but that it was out of my hands.
You don't have. Where on earth is your tail?
I'm dead.
So,
We have sensitive equipment in this facility. Quit scratching about somewhere. It can cause all kinds of damage.
I've never seen my tail. It would be bad chance existence without
Should've
evidence.
gone with this fucking
But
fast.
I assure you, if it exists, it's not thrashing around. I'm seeing, not an onion.
Oh, shoot him in the head.
Why don't you slither over that way? I'll cocktail.
Excuse you. I don't slither. I float. Daintily and whimsically.
Whatever.
Oh, he got you now.
Who took this picture?
You do. In about 6 or 7 minutes.
You got a bandage point on you now, Mo. Oh, shoot him in the head. Get you in the head.
All day with me.
Don't avoid the question.
I'm unjust.
No, he can't down. He can't be coming down. There you go, got one.
Does that clarify things?
Not at all.
Well,
Coming over, he coming over. He coming over to you.
we need to go right through
What the fuck? Did you just find a hole in reality?
I don't see the problem.
How? Why?
We need to
You just sitting up there.
Hold on. How could I?
Yes, how? You have the trust of the benevolent talk. See? Ask me what you want, and I will be truthful.
Right behind you, right behind you.
Almost busy until your desk drawer.
Oh, fuck off.
How rude.
Sorry. So, does this mean you're not going to kill me?
That would be wasteful.
Eat me?
Right there in front of you, right there in front of you.
Flash a long, long time ago.
Is that a joke? Not comforting.
Here they come. He's coming down right behind you.
Eating you would be pointless.
What about Ellie's ears, bringing my family alive in front of me, driving
Hey, go get the RPG. Get the RPG.
anything like that on the table?
Go around the other side.
Spoken specifically.
Use the RPG.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Time to make him around the other side.
Lost to mention.
Here he come to the edge.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
Oh, I just need to spend a little time with me. There are a lot of things we need to discuss.
What sort of things?
Listen, I'm going to go into this with you very slowly.
He right there behind us.
You're paid to open again, so please save us.
Here he come.
You wouldn't want to create a paradox by not taking
Right over top of us.
sword, would you, Mr. Paul?
You've already violated causality. What's a little paradox between friends? Shit. Definitely going to die.
This will only take a moment. You may want to have yourself checked out once we're done here, though.
Checked out for
He bit him in the head. That's what I gotta do.
There's a cost.
I take his head down.
Fine.
He getting weak. He bit him in the head.
Remember, I asked whether you were going to kill me,
Of course, I'm not going to kill you.
but I'm
You gotta shoot him in the head because he getting weak.
forcing.
Lovely. Don't worry. When I'm done,
Where the hell would we be?
well, when we started off nails from exponential currents. This is plaything, so now would be a good time to actually read that documentation in earnest, so you know with whom you're dealing.
Right there.
With that, I guess.
He's still up there. He ain't moved.
You don't want sensitive classified.
He right there at the top. He back up to the edge.
What the hell? Narrative space-time.
It just.
He gonna want yeah, that's good. Now I got him. Got another RPG. Here he come there.
8000. Classified, level 5, secret, containment class. As if I take your word for it.
You don't have much choice in the
Don't go that way. He right there. He right there. He over top.
Procedures.
Right over top. Water right over top me.
Oka Uchina, also known as the Harvard Seal. This entity resides the exact length of SCP-8000 is unknown, as the suggested kill has been located. However, estimates suggest it is not a furlong. Furlong? Instead of boundings, like
He moved back.
SCP-8000 is capable of
He just came back.
even with multiple self-propelled flights.
See, I
Go with top you again.
The entity is also capable of phasing through solid objects and cognition. SCP-8000 is benevolent, sapient, capable of speech, highly intelligent, and kind of cute by SEAL standards.
He right there on the corner, right there on the corner, right over top of Is the ambulance? You get a good shot on him right there. There you go.
Then, I impressed the organization's code and standards, providing the objective verifiable information.
Yes. See that. Moving on. Additionally, SCP-8000 can create
Here you come again.
space-time and transdimensional mutants. Sinking their
God damn, you got it.
universe and only really hard apparently. Out.
It's the RPG.
I
You should try it sometime.
can't. No, humans can't fight space-time. You don't have the canines to get a proper grip on reality.
And that explains transition.
About the cosmic radiation. And the radiation luxury is about, sticking my teeth directly.
Oh man, you got yourself down.
This.
Don't you have suits for things like that?
Yes, I wish I was wearing one right now. Please explain how I can fight the very fabric of the universe itself with a hazard suit covering my
Oh,
face.
bitch.
Yeah.
It is hypothesized that this team is connected to the space-time information through extra-dimensional location. Hypothesized? You don't know where you came from?
Oh, I know exactly. But it's a secret. I wouldn't be able to see
Come on.
Reason for SCP-8000's presence in Site 322 has not been revealed. The cards close to the vest, I see. As of this writing, SCP-8000 is the only living
I
being
keep getting my ass and shit.
Shoot.
We're here! Mind the gap.
Little for that.
We're through now. There's no risk of targets backfire landing in the essence. Come on then.
How about we turn things up a notch?
Wait. What did you mean you were the only living being left on the Earth?
Well, good enough. Now, but we'll get to that later.
Ah, damn.
Wow.
Ain't this a bitch?
Is this the wonder?
Thought you told me wasn't nothing over there on that side.
This light is mine.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's from me.
Ah,
How about it?
you keep shooting him in the head.
Really good accord. Dr. Hoffman is wonderful. Wish I had a decimator this time. I would the literal endlessness of the stats.
Hit the sniper, hit the sniper. Get that sniper. He didn't want to give you a problem.
Things into overdrive.
How do all these
Hit that sniper, yeah, hit that sniper right there.
It's just mine.
There, you got him.
There's always a little magic in places like this.
Now come up just a little bit. You come up a little bit.
You know what to do.
What? Oh. It's exactly like.
Time to rock and
Wait,
roll.
where's the one that was on this file?
You're hungry. Add it to the file and leave the whole phone on the table with the camera.
This doesn't make any sense. I hate time travel.
Don't worry. You'll learn to appreciate it once you realize what
Keep hitting them headshots.
Ways to go, yeah?
I think I would have heard of a third library of this sort by now.
I dislike publicity, so I
How
keep it to
about we turn
myself.
things up a notch?
Yeah.
Memory lane.
Get 10 more headshots and take them out.
Things into overdrive.
Let's go for a stroll.
Pedestrian.
This section holds every experience, every moment, every bit of knowledge, every emotion you've ever had. It's a catalogue of you, Mr. Paul.
Hey, he get ready to go now.
Is this?
Piano muscle memory.
He taking charge with that motherfucker.
It's good. There are 4 points of Uncharted expertise in all things shark and shark related. I have every moment.
You take your turn, though.
About the second group further down the left.
How in depth?
It's comprehensive, I'm afraid. It's got literally everything. And in minute detail.
Even when I.
I'm not giving judgments.
Here you go.
Yeah. Catch.
Here in the corner, y'all. You got boys now. Y'all just got to the corner. Here in the corner. He backed up. He coming on your side. There you go, right there. Coming up.
How about we turn things up a notch?
You right over top.
Yes.
You stand back. Just move over a little bit. You can get a better shot on.
With these books,
He backed up. He backed up.
absolute clarity.
Rock and roll.
Is this your whole gig?
Y'all in the corner.
You did reassure me you had
Y'all in that corner.
torturing me for eternity.
It's true. Although,
There you go. All right, you keep shooting his head.
That's very.
Almost got him.
Thank you.
oh, come on. It's just some light discomfort, and it's just
Here you come again.
nowhere near the millions of years of excruciating torture you're worrying about. We want to spectate what makes things easier.
Why are you doing this?
Y'all got him now.
And you don't come to know yourself. Don't think this is torture. It is therapy.
You think I need therapy? This can't be why we're really here.
He backed up. He backed up.
So we're going to watch.
Here he come. He coming up now. Right there over top.
So many great examples.
Look up. Look up. Look up. Right there in the corner. Move over just a little bit. Yeah, right there. Move over just a little bit more. Right there you go. Right there. Right over top.
Here, try this
One more
one.
good hit to get him.
Stop throwing these things at me. We're heavy.
Go on, open it.
Couple more. Like two, three more hits. He coming up now. He ready to come back up. He coming up now. There you go, right there. 2 more hits. One more.
No
Hey.
way.
One more. He's done.
These drugs.
God damn.
Terrible.
I want to know how the y'all. God damn. Thanks, man.
Look, green biologist, president of the United States of America. I wanted to draw the line art for PC. I got a bunch of those how to draw comics books. It never really helped other than giving you something to trace, but they were still cool. Swapping day. I don't remember why. School picked up or.
Keep going on the place, please.
Dang, 37. Man, I ain't even do shit.
Wouldn't want to cross a paradox.
It was another paradox. This is so weird.
This is the day you start drawing.
There's a pattern. There's a pipe. Hey, sweetheart. Are you alright? Why are you crying? I'm hot. Oh. What's wrong? What do you mean? They're wonderful.
I'm gonna tell you, I've been help y'all that game.
Honey,
you work yourself up like this, you'll never be happy with anything. I quit! I'll never try again! I support you in whatever you decide to do, but you shouldn't give up so easily.
Join the lead, huh?
Oh, thanks. Oh, glad I found this. Story. Going out.
Looks like that was the last of them.
Done. Now let's catch our breath. I'll take that. I'll take this.
All right, next up, do me a favor. Clear this area of any gun-toting nut jobs. I'll make it worth your while.
Come on, let's get this over with. Catch! Coming at ya!
Oh my god! You had that coming!
You couldn't hack me.
Take this!
Don't you be a whinger! I need some help!
Oh, it's a good thing I got to you.
Nah, bitch! Ah!
Don't worry, I planned on this. You ready for more?
Here! Coming at ya! I really needed this. I'll take this.
We got a warlord. Translation, big guy throwing down. Show him who's
Now that's
boss.
good timing. Coming at ya!
Hurry now. Have some of this.
Not gonna make it.
What do you think? Oh, come on. How do you think?
Seek and ye shall find.
Take that truck.
Damn! We throwing big ass grenades.
Glad you came along.
Woohoo! Hope that guy doesn't have an equally large, vengeful brother somewhere.
Well, that was a little intense. But we did it. I'll take that. I really needed this.
Now, if I say that went better than I expected, will you be insulted?
Oh,
Glad. I'm running the show.
Thanks for the intel, Sully. It really helped us out.
we want money.
Excited for the football season? Then don't miss your Boost Pack courtesy of BetMGM. Log into your BetMGM account today to receive your Pro Football Boost Pack.
Oh,
And then apply the
yeah,
terms
bro.
of the pack to any qualifying pro football wagers, and you'll gain extra winnings and more. It's always fun to cheer for your favorite team and celebrate the game-winning drive. And now you can do that while getting in on the action with BetMGM. Make your bets and play along with the full slate of games like never before with BetMGM's daily promotions, live betting options, original bets, and so much more. Log in or sign up today to get your Pro Football Boost Pack. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for full terms. 21 plus only. Maryland only. Existing customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards vary. Bonus bets expire 7 days from issuance. Please play responsibly. For help, visit ndgamblinghelp.org or call 1-800-GAMBLER in partnership with MGM National Harbor. Offer not available in Washington, D.C.
Toyotathon is on at Jerry's Toyota. Jerry's has Toyotathon deals, including new Toyota Camrys from only $219 a month. Or drive off in a new Toyota RAV4 Hybrid from just $289 a month. Attention truck buyers, Jerry's has financing as low as 1.9% on new Toyota Tundras and new Tacomas from only $169 a month. Do it for new and used Toyota sales, service, and collision. Visit Jerry's Toyota, just 2 blocks north of the Beltway on Bel Air Road, and online at jerrystoyota.com.
The following is brought to you by the Social Suplex Podcast Network.
G'day world, this is the Sniper of the Skies, Robbie Eagles, and you are listening to Keeping It Strong Style.
Yo, this is Rich Latter from One Nation Radio. This is brought to you by the Social Suplex Podcast Network. We present to you the Ace of Podcasts, Keeping It Strong Style. Let's go. It's the Ace of Podcasts, Keeping It Strong Style. Covering New Japan, they ready to hold it down. Jeremy Donovan and the young boy Josh. Come and hit a job out and bury your frogs. Tokyo Dome over to the G1. Social Suplex is a network where we can get it done. I'ma chill and let them have it, cause this is just an intro. Keeping the strong style, 6 stars from the get-go, boy. Yeah, from Tampa Bay to the Tokyo Dome, this is Keeping It Strong Style with your hosts, Jeremy Donovan and the young boy Joshua Smith. And thank you for listening.
Welcome to Keeping It Strong Style, the Ace of Podcast on the Social Suplex Podcast Network. Jerry Donovan here with the young boy Josh Smith. On today's show, we'll review nights 3 through 7 of G1 Climax 34 and cover all the latest news in the world of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Please support our show by subscribing and following the Social Suplex Podcast Network or Keeping It Strong Style on the podcast app of your choice and leaving a rating and review. Also, all the members podcasts over at socialsuplex.com. Check out our Pro Wrestling Tees store, ProWrestlingTees.com/socialsuplex. That's where you get your official Keeping It Strong Style t-shirt. If you enjoy this podcast, please consider making a one-time or monthly donation by visiting socialsuplex.com/donate and click on the donate button under the Keeping It Strong Style logo. We are streaming live right now on patreon.com/KI Strong Style for IWGP tier subscribers. If you want access to the weekly live stream, ad-free audio, and bonus content, subscribe at patreon.com/KI Strong Style. And I gotta apologize again to the Patreon listeners. I had episode 4 of the Dominion Deep Dive. I was literally seconds away from hitting the stop record button, and the power went out of my house, and I lost the whole episode.
That's a likely story.
Bro, I was so pissed.
How do you just do it again?
I just spent a whole hour doing it. I was like, I just felt like demotivated. And plus, it was still storming too, so I didn't want the same thing to happen again.
Do you remember when I don't know if you recall, but like WWF in the mid-90s, like around 96, when they were doing In Your House, they lost power. One time they had to like redo the entire show.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, they lost power. Like the power went out in the middle of the pay-per-view. So they ended up, I think they ended up just like scrapping it and then doing it again the next night. I know for sure that they had to redo the finish of several matches, and they booked it differently. So like the first time, it was on the pay-per-view, and then the next night, Gold Dust went over instead.
Oh. Huh?
Change it up.
Yeah, if you were a true professional, you just would have.
Say again?
You would
I
have
said clean that off. Out.
Well,
I thought
it
you
was
were
like I said,
outside.
close warning, and so I didn't want the chance of losing it again. I was able to record part of it. I have to finish it up, so
Yeah, Wit's question says, "In your house, beware of dog." He knows what I'm talking about. Yo, so what's going on with your background? You want a background going on?
Yeah, so got my studio painted to touch up some of the spots behind me, so I didn't want to get the backdrop all of my my green black paint.
Somebody
You're
wanna
not done
maybe
yet.
help me up?
Since you're not gonna have a backdrop, here's the way I like it. You're my tag team partner, right?
Mm.
If you told me we're going into a street fight, you're gonna be wearing the jeans, cut off shirt, and the knee pads over the jeans, and some of the jeans and the boots. I'm not coming out in my trunks and tassels. You know, I gotta match what you're doing. So, you know, backdrop is my, you know, tights and my boots and my knee pads, and you know, if you're not gonna wear it, then I can't wear it either. You know.
Yeah, this is the street fight edition of the live stream. So,
Yeah, I've never been taught to do a street fight in wrestling school as of yet, so
you better learn that.
yes.
Especially with guys, you know, like Sammy Callahan rolling around Florida. You never know where you might end up.
You know, we can fucking run it for real in real life. He owes me money for breakfast.
Yes, he still owes us pancakes. I'll never forget that.
Yo, you remember when I was like telling the people, I'm like, yo, can I get a refund? They're like, so you want me to go get Sammy Callahan and have him come out here, and you want to tell him that you want a refund for his wrestling show? And I was like, sure, go get him. And they're like, you're not going to want to do that. And I was like, I definitely want to do that. Just give me my money.
Harneys, man. Well, we had a lot of G1 Climax this past week. 5 nights, nights 3 through 7 to talk about. So, if you're
real quick before we jump into all of that, let me ask you. You're going to be back this week.
Yes.
Production meeting right off the air. What am I doing?
Well, you'll be reviewing nights 8 through 10. Hopefully with somebody.
Why you say hopefully with somebody? You don't think I can carry the load on my own?
I mean, you can, but that's a lot of shows to review and preview.
I can BS it.
It's up to you. You wanna go solo, you go solo. You wanna try and call somebody in.
Well, you go for the roadcaster, right? So I just need the SD card to record that.
Oh, you bitch!
Do we need to tell everybody right now to just expect to not be able to watch the show live, and that it's just going to go up audio next week, or are we going to make
stay together, man? Where you going at?
It'll be set up for me, and I'll just be able to click a button, and we can just go. We've never tried it, so I don't know what we should be telling people right now.
Yeah, so let's just say tentatively, just prepare for the worst. We're trying to set it up. I'll set it up to where all you have to do is press go live and then stop when you're done. I'll give you the StreamYard log and everything. But if you can't get it, then we'll do a make good to people for not live stream next week. And if you do get it, awesome. Everybody get that jump in on the live stream.
So we're gonna do it. I like that we both coordinate with the Berlin versus week, but we'll see. Next week, I don't think it's gonna be that bad. We got 3 nights to review, and only 5 nights to preview.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll see like a good episode 4 of the Dominions.
Oh, come on. That's coming this week, for sure.
We'll see. I don't know. Maybe Dan Coughlin wants to come on the show. Maybe MJ does PR. We'll see. Somebody that somebody that's watching the shit. I'd love to call Rich, but he's not watching this shit. So
make him watch it.
And, no, because that's bullshit. I need someone with real passion at this point. He's bought and fed by Tony Khan. You know what I mean?
Man's getting AEW checks.
So let's get AEW checks. I can't have him on the show anymore. It's just not gonna work out. I have him, but he does the WWE show. That's not gonna work out for me either. So.
Well, you're pink pill, right? That should work.
I'm not. Although SummerSlam, I looked at the SummerSlam card today and I was like, I don't know about that show.
I don't even know what's on it.
I know what's on it, but it's not. I don't know. Maybe if you like WWE, it probably looks good to you, I guess. The only one I'm really, really interested in is I can't wait to see what CM Punk and Drew McIntyre looks like.
Yeah, that's probably the most intriguing thing that they're doing right now. Drew's also killing the social media game right now, and
this man Punk's leaking shit to the press again, just like he did in AEW. Well, let's talk wrestling for the rest.
Yes, and we got a question here from Doc Discord saying, "Is New Japan back?"
We get that question a lot. I wouldn't say necessarily that, but what I would say is the G1 is back by far already. The best G1 since at least at minimum 2020, but in some ways this is better because that was like one really, really good block and one really shitty block.
Yeah.
Whereas all the ones before, 2019, 2018, anything between 2013 to 2019 are really, really good tournaments across the board, and that's kind of the territory we're back in right now. It might not be up to the lofty standard to some of the top end G1s, but it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, and I've really been enjoying it. I think the tournament's been great. I think we talked about last week. I think there's people kind of underrated.
I've been looking at Cage Match. It's super underrated, and I've got some theories as to why that might be.
Good playoffs.
Well, I think part of it could be so I'm noticing that there's a lot of people rating. Maybe it's the bots, maybe that whole conspiracy theory is still happening, but I don't know if they would concern themselves with shitting on it or not. But when we talk about there's a transition of talent and everything like that, there might be a transition of viewers where there's new people coming in and old people departing and a mixture of the two, so that one thing that people typically do is when they're more invested in the characters, they connect better with the stories being told in the ring and the action, and action rate it better. Because I've seen a lot of very, very good matches that they're not getting total hate, but they're just getting rated very lowly. And I don't know if that's a combination of people not being familiar with the product and trying to use this as a jumping in point, or maybe it's even just the perception, the brand is quote cold. And as it's regaining steam, people are still kind of holding those biases against the show, or they're hate watching. It's really hard to tell, but I feel like maybe some of those things have to be going on here, because some of these matches, for instance, we'll get to it. I thought the Naito today was very good, and it's rated kind of low for the quality of the match it was, and there's people that are rating the Naito matches very badly across the tournament. I think he's had a pretty fucking good tournament. I don't know if I part.
What's up?
I said even though his body's falling apart.
Yeah. I wouldn't say, very good. I mean, it's been fine. We'll talk about some of the stuff that was not so great. But yeah, he's been hanging in there. We had a question from Discord. Danny says we're now firmly into the grind of G1 viewing. How are you handling the first real grind week related? Anything worthwhile in undercards?
Are you watching undercards?
Heck no.
Watch undercards. I thought about going to ProWrestling.net and viewing who's the guy in prison? That's who does the reviews there. I was gonna. I know he's watching the undercards and seeing it, but I just imagine they're just on preview tags. I'm
assuming. Another some interesting stuff notifications RA and stuff like that. See some Kahanji's on the other card, beyond stuff like that. But not to mention it's the G1 grind. We had 5 shows to review, so had to get the meat has to get
he was finished.
Get to the main course and watch just the G1 matches.
Damn.
Sometimes, just a pointer for the broadcasters, they're doing a good job, but one thing that usually does entice me to potentially tune in to some of those undercards is if they are sort of interweaving the ongoings of those preview matches from the nights prior and kind of making that part of the story of the matches they're calling. But I'm noticing that there's very little of that going on, which leads me to assume that they're inconsequential in the grander scheme of what's going on. And I'm not hearing anybody else talk about them either, so it's not like I've heard anyone be like, oh, you have to see the preview matches between, this guy and this guy or whatever. So, I'm not tuning into them. I don't have the time for it because I gotta watch 5 shows in 7 days. And it wasn't so bad when it was every other day, but this weekend it was Saturday, Sunday, and then today before we recorded, that was rough.
Yeah. So anybody has some recommendations for us for the undercard, that'd be nice.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm barely getting by as it is, so unfortunately.
Well, let's jump into it, and to those who are kind of new during our G1 review season, so for a week like this, what we'll do is we'll go through the standings, A block, B block, we'll talk about a guy and kind of go over the series of matches they had in the past week. So we're not going to break down full for full every single match, kind of talk about that person's performance overall, we'll talk about our favorite match and some kind of key highlight moments. So we'll
we don't either go night by night either, but I do feel like some of these nights have been good. It might be worth discussing, which ones have really good lineups and are worth tuning into, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So let's start with night 3, start with the A block. Evil, who's on top of the block, 5-0, 10 points on night 3. He defeated Sonata in 18 minutes and seconds. Night 5, he defeated Tetsuya Naito in 15 minutes and 11 seconds. And then on today's show, night 7, defeating the Prince of Pace, Cal Newman, 9 minutes and 8 seconds.
Would you say I'm crazy if I told you that this might be Evil's best G1 of all time?
Honestly, I just don't really have recollections of Evil's G1s, so I would say maybe 2018 when he's still, kind of trying.
I think he's trying, bro. I think in this tournament, Evil is trying. I feel like that there must have been some sort of come to Jesus, wake up call moment when Tanahashi put out the 10-point, this is what we're going to do, blah blah blah. There has seemed to be a tangible shift in the attitude and the work and the overall presentation of New Japan. And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you that Evil is technically, I've never been a fan of Evil, even going back to the LIJ days. And he certainly hasn't had any matches that come close to his top end G1 matches with the likes of Okada or Kenny Omega in 2016, 2017, nothing like that. But since 2020, this is going on going on 5 years now of House of Torture Evil, where it has been nothing but overabundance of just cheating and kick tactics and every trick in the book. They have really dwindled it down to a small measure of that, mixed in with actual effort from Evil. He's not wrestling to even the same extent that he did. It's not that different from when he was Evil, but with LIJ, because if you recall, he still used cheap tricks when he was part of Evil with LIJ. He's still doing some of those same things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got a heater. He's got a big Togo there. Yeah, they're jumping people before the bell. Yes, there's red bumps. There's not 4 red bumps. And there's not a rope wire. And the lights going out. And someone getting pulled out. And he's actually having good matches. Which is compared to let's just say House of Torture level Evil G1. This is head and shoulders above that. He's actually trying. My mind is blown right now.
Yeah, the Naito match on night 5, like it wasn't obviously a technical classic, but on that night, like the crowd was pretty quiet for a lot of stuff, and they were really like jazzed up and alive with Naito coming out there and Evil, and that's one thing with their matches. Like even though also they probably have some of the worst IWGP World Title matches and worst main events, there is a crowd reaction and dynamic that the crowd likes, and the crowd likes when like Bushi comes, makes a save and stops Dick Togo, and so there is this very much
I didn't like that aspect of. I liked almost every other part of the match, but then I was like, oh, we're going into this again, and they kind of overdo that a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't like that, but it was good to hear the actual crowd was like invested in live, and Naito was doing another roll call for it. The interview he gave before, it's like the first roll call in the city, so gotta win, and so the crowd was really invested and really excited. They wanted to hear the roll call in their city, but unfortunately, Evil put an end to that.
And part of it too is like Evil is part of the greater Naito verse, the same way Sonata is. Like that LIJ for a long while now has been the creator faction in New Japan, and it all stems from Naito, his popularity and the lore surrounding all the connections between these guys. And even though they've gone on to form their own groups, they're still going to be linked to one another forever. So when they do wrestle each other, the Japanese audience really does care quite a bit. And, we're seeing that where Evil's at the top of the block. He's at the top of the G1 in general. He's undefeated with 10 points. And normally it would be completely unfair for me to bury this decision and talk about
he got it.
Lost his mind, Gato's not looking correctly, total misstep, swing and a miss, blah, blah, blah. What are they thinking? But the quality of the matches is good, and so I have to call a spade a spade. I'm not going to sit here and lie here and be like a bad faith grifter who just gets by on a gimmick and I hate Evil and then just, bury him just because I've done that so many times in the past. Like, the work's being good. He's actually trying. And, what it reminds me of? Most G1s and most tournaments that he's in, he phones it in, and then on, like, the last couple nights, tries. And, like, for instance, last year with the match with, like, the match with Shingo, those, like, eliminators, and that's where he, like, turns it on, and the drama's elevated because you're like, fuck, I don't want this guy to go through. It's like he's doing that, but every night. And so I don't know, and maybe part of it has to do with the fact that there were a lot of guys that were on the chopping block that were cut out of the tournament.
Give me my money!
You also kind of have to consider, like,
give me my money!
And there's a lot of field factions.
15!
I don't know how secure Evil's spot actually is in the grand scheme of things. Like, he's trying. He's really, really trying. And they're giving him and maybe part of it's because he's getting the push. But, for what it's worth, I don't think he's got. I could see him being a finalist in the block. I'm fine with the story because the way that the structure of the tournament is, like, it's still anyone's ballgame, even with him undefeated. And, 21. I don't anticipate him being a realistic winner of A block. So it's intriguing. It's totally different, and I think it's been good.
Yeah, I mean, it's been fine. It hasn't been as bad as it normally is, and I feel like the Naito match had a lot of energy. It's not a match. It was good for what it was, and then the Cal Newman match was probably the worst of the three, where there was a ton of antics in that one. But yeah, Evil on top of the block, I don't expect him to get through, even to a top 3 scenario, him being undefeated right now. I'm seeing him, I'm guessing he's probably going to lose the next 4 and kind of be out at 10 points, which 10 points is a pretty respectable standing in a 2-block G1, so I could easily see that kind of being a thing where whoever he faces on the last night, it's a spoiler kind of thing and keeps him out of going into the top 3.
Well, even if he didn't lose the next 4 or anything like that, just think about the map, the way that it's working with a 3 entry slot normally, if this was a single or a double entry, him at 10 points, the bottom guy's sitting there with 1 win at 2 points, and there's only, 4 nights left for them? They're already 5 nights in. Those guys that are at 2 points would only have the ability to get up to 10 points. So the best thing that they could possibly hope for is to potentially tie where he's at. They'd almost essentially be right there, like close to elimination.
We're ready to
But
work.
because there's 3 slots open
We
and
are ready, right?
and a lot of parity, like he's not guaranteed to go through, and they're not guaranteed to be out. It just opens up the booking potentials and everything a lot further. He could lose like 3 and win 1, and maybe still not even win the block or go through, just depending on how it all plays out. The way that I'm watching this, it reminds me of, have you ever seen those pictures where it looks all scrambled, but when you cross your eyes, it like comes together, and then it's like, that's what the G1 booking is like this year. Really hard to tell because you're just kind of slowly letting the picture like form. And it's good.
Yeah. Question here from Let's Go to 7252. Is there a case that Evil is being booked to be one of the 3 finalists in the A block, or even make it to the A block finals, so they can have Tanahashi prevent the interference and cost him and go into the finals to progress the President storyline they've been having for the past 4 months?
That's not a bad call. I feel like that would only really be warranted though if I know Tanahashi is on those undercards. I haven't been watching them, but if something pops off between them and they wrong Tanahashi first, then it would make sense. Then it would be like a good call to have him come out. But if it's just like unprovoked and he just, shoehorns his way into preventing Evil from winning a match, even when Evil's cheating, I don't know if like the president of the company doing that. Like, I don't know if that's a good look necessarily.
Yeah, it feels a little too much like gotta be GM-ish kind of thing. So yeah, Teddy Long running out to make a save and change things up. I mean, they could do it because they are, at least on the English side, Walker really has been building up that whole President Evil thing and Tanahashi's whole 10-point thing. So that definitely could happen. Or you could just have maybe Tanahashi, Evil is like, let's say he's on that last night, like he's in still in the pitch, and Tanahashi makes a rule and no seconds allowed on the final night or whatever.
Evil comes out with the entire house of torture. Tanahashi walks out and says, playa, that's not gonna work for me. Everyone to the back. And then you're gonna go one-on-one with the Undertaker.
Reddit user Alex T562, since President Evil took control of NJPW, how well do you think he's doing his job to protect not only the wrestlers, but the integrity of NJPW?
I mean, I don't know what to say to that. It's a joke question, but at first I thought he said Tanahashi, and I was going to answer it like, oh man, I don't know. I mean, but
yeah, so that's Evil, top block, 5-0, 10 points. Moving on to Zack Sabre Jr., who's 4-1 right now with 8 points. Night 3, Zack defeated John Newman in 11 minutes and 56 seconds. Night 5, defeating Jake Lee in 7 minutes and 47 seconds. Night 7 got his first loss to the Roughneck Shota Umino in 19 minutes and 59 seconds.
Yeah, so Zack is kind of he's having a very good and very consistent tournament. He hasn't really been the focus feature or like main event each night. He's usually like semi or like third match of the evening. Sometimes he's opening, but they're giving him a lot of time. He's having great performances. I can't say emphatically, but he might be the performer of the A block. Obviously, they're pushing him really strong thus far. He's 4-1. But it's not like I couldn't sit here and say this is his breakout performance or standout tournament, but it's Zack Sabre Jr.